Hey YouTube, this is a quick video about my Frankenstein MacBook Pro. It's 2020 model A2251 with 4 USB-C ports, Thunderbolt 3 ports, and as you can see, this Mac has been modified. I call this Mac the Stingray edition. So this kind of acts as a tail. So what happened to this Mac? You know, it's been over a year ago when no schematics was available, and one of the USB-C controller, CD3217, was shot. It was actually not exactly the controller was not shot, but it had liquid damage and was a burn on a board, you know, beneath that CD3217 controller, and I had to scrape the hole in a logic board to remove the short and to recover the data out of this Mac. So after that, I did not, you know, there's like lots of elements missing on the board. I'm gonna show it to you under microscope in a little bit, but at that time I was unable to repair it fully. You know, I wasn't able to get it fully working. And I was just I bought it off the customer, you know, for parts, and after I recovered the data. So after that, I just went and did a little tricks with it so it can be used, and I can just so this is a little update and the whole video about the way that this is totally doable thing. You know, I've been using this Mac for over a year now, and it served me pretty good, no issues here. So I'm just gonna show you what exactly I did. So I connected this connector. This is basically a straight battery charger because it would not charge from the USB-C port. So this is the way I was charging this. So I made a little connector and basically only two wires come into the motherboard. And as you can see, this is a 12.6 volt, let me change it, 12.6 volt charger, 3 amp, okay? And as you can see, the light is green right now, okay? And when I connect this, it's gonna turn red. So now it's charging the battery and pulling the amperage. When it reaches like the battery, it fully charges, or it charges up to 12.6 volts, it basically turn green, so it's not pulling any amps. And it's about you know, it goes all about to, I wouldn't say it goes to 100%, but it's probably like over 90%, like maybe 95 or so. So that's you know, this is the way I've been using. I can use it all the time plugged in, or I can just charge the battery and use it like that. And as you can see, I'm gonna turn it on. So this is a completely working Mac. Let me put my password in. And this is, as I said, this is a completely working Mac. Not completely, like 90% working Mac at this point. In battery, it's 79% at the moment, okay? So, as I said, this is a 100% doable thing, and this is pretty safe, no issues here. And the way I routed the cable, I'm gonna open up the case and show you what exactly I did here. As you can see, I secure it with the hot glue here. So the wires kind of coming out, and then so the bottom cover can be closed. I just routed them inside the little vent here for the fan. So let me open it up and I'll show you what exactly I've done here. So as you can see, this is the routing of my cables, kind of aside, so the bottom cover can be closed, goes inside there and out, and they are coming all the way to the, so I did not connect them straight to the battery, I connected them to the basically to the motherboard. So let me disconnect everything. Okay, and then screw this stuff. So I'm gonna show you under the microscope what exactly is going on here. So there, let me switch to microscope. Is my microscope working or not? Yes. Okay. Out of the way. So basically, that's all it is. The red one is the positive wire, goes to the positive contact on the battery connector, and the negative, the green, it goes to the negative. That's all it is basically. And what happens is actually the computer controls, and the battery controls, you know, how much amps it's pulling. So it's as I said, it's absolutely safe, 100%. I've been using it for over a year, no issues here. So battery, you know, it's because battery can control, the controller on the battery can actually control, you know, what amperage it needs to pull, and and the power supply is 12.6 volts. So this is all turned out perfectly fine. It was working perfectly fine, and I'm gonna show you what exactly I'm talking about here. So as you can see, I kind of covered it. The stuff I was scraping was the UV coating, and that CD37 was removed, and you can see like there's a bunch of damage. I'm not exactly sure, you know, if I'm actually going to be repairing this, you know, because the schematic is available, so I can retrace those missing traces there and probably create little bridges, but recreate the contacts, but I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna do that, or if I'm gonna be using the donor board. But that's about it. So let me connect everything back together, because when you connect back the battery, you have to plug it in actually, and you have to plug it in on that side, because that side is still, you know, it's still. So USB connectivity is 100% on this side, so I can you know, I can plug it into external monitor, so you know, and you know, any USB devices works. So basically this Thunderbolt connection is 100% on these two ports, undamaged ports. You know, it just would not charge. That's all the issue I had with this board, you know, at the point after that damage. So basically, after you connect everything back, after the battery is connected, it just has to be plugged in again to initiate the start up, because it wouldn't start up. See, nothing. So let me try a little trick. Let's see, because if I'm going to charge the battery, it's probably going to do exactly the same thing. Yes. Oh no, it actually does. It's actually starting it up. So I was just connecting my charger. Yep. As you can see, I connected the charger and actually did the trick of starting it up. Okay, so when you don't, I was thinking that you have to connect the USB-C charger, but that's not the case. Because I was always connecting the USB-C charger, but you can actually start up through through my little tail. And just to confirm here, I'm gonna connect the USB-C, and nothing happens. No sounds, no nothing. Let me connect actually, so you can see it's not pulling 20 volts. It's not. Yeah, on this side, nothing at all. And on this side, as you can see, It's just 20 volts, but it's going out, so it's 0 amps, so nothing. So it's not charging the battery, basically. I mean, it wouldn't, because one of the CD3217 chip is missing completely. But that is just a little video about my Frankenstein MacBook Pro Stingray edition. So thank you very much for watching, guys. So if you have this kind of issue, I know it absolutely makes sense to fix it, but this can be done safely. Everything is working fine, and it's been confirmed by me. You know, I had this modification basically for over a year, and this is the donor board actually I bought. So that's why I'm kind of debating on what should I do. This board has T2 chip completely shot, so it's actually shorted internally. But what I like about this board is actually this one is a 2 terabyte edition. So this board has 2 terabyte storage. Same processor, Core i5, and 16 gigs of RAM, but 2 terabyte of storage. So maybe instead of trying to repair that, because it might be a nightmare basically, because there's like lots of damage here. No, this is totally fine board. I hope. The processor seems to be fine. And I removed one USB-C on the other side to repair another board actually. And I have a same chip on the other side, because on these A2251 boards, if one of your CD3217 chip is shorted, which can happen if you use aftermarket low quality junk power adapter, USB-C power adapter, if one of these is shorted, it has to be replaced from the same board and from the same location. That's what I recently found out. So that sucks, but it is what it is. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and as always, have a lovely day, and please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps, and have a great day once again. Bye, guys.